Count it down, James. Give us
Okay,
1, 2,
okay.
3, 4, but make it slow.
Give us a 1, 2, 3.
HoveLand on the radio. HoveLand radio. Oh, wait. Listen to our radio show.
Hello, and thank you for listening to HoveLand Radio, and we are back on the air finally.
Yeah, sort of. The only reason why we're on the air is the Reversing Falls Police Department requires us to be interrogated in the whole Rick Gold, but mostly you carrying an open container of gasoline illegally in a car.
The case for that.
The case for that, yes.
Yeah, that's what... Okay, that's fine. But can't we just look at it on the bright side? The detective's not here yet, and he might not show up.
Well, he might not, because he's a terrible cop. He's the worst cop I've ever met.
So, if he doesn't show up, you just ruined everything, because we could have gotten away with this scot-free, and now everybody knows, kind of what...
What you did?
Well, no.
I didn't do anything.
Look,
did it.
I hope he does come here so that we can get to the bottom of all the stuff that you've been up to, okay? And
I haven't been up to anything.
I've got a whole list, all right? And
all I've been up to is trying to find out what you've been up to.
I've been following you around and making a list, and I've checked it twice for each time you...
I've been following you. That's odd. How could we follow each other?
Well, in between following me, you've been doing some stuff that I've got pictures of. That's all I want to say.
I can't imagine that's true or ever going to happen.
So I'm just going to clarify what James said, because he didn't say it very clearly, because he's not good at being on the radio. But
Adam,
we have to be interrogated here live on the station, because the police station, all their interrogation rooms have been booked solid.
I was going to say that. You cut me off.
Well, yeah. But you know why they've been booked solid?
Why are they booked solid, Adam?
They're having birthday parties in there lately.
Birthday parties in the interrogation room?
Yeah. It turns out kids, they want to do a cop-themed birthday, and they go down to the station.
That's not what's happening.
They interrogate one another. Well, how... Okay, that's what I was
that
told.
Project Q turn, where they arrested a bunch of people for I don't really care what.
And they're all being interrogated.
They're all being interrogated.
But it's some of theirs birthdays, probably. And they're having their parties down there, too.
Of the 120 people they arrested, one of them could have their birthday today. But I'm sure it's not a party, whatever's happening in that interrogation room.
So if you have to, be in jail on your birthday, they don't give you any kind of party?
No.
Well, that's not
You're
fair.
in jail. You don't get a birthday party.
No cake.
No cake.
No clowns.
Definitely not.
Do they at least throw you in one of those padded cells so you can bounce around for a while?
No. They might hit you with a billy club for a little while.
Well, I'm just saying,
maybe light part of your hair on fire and tell you to blow it out.
Okay, well, if I ever have to go to jail, I hope that is not for my birthday. Or if it is on my birthday, they've changed the rules.
Look, after this whole gasoline fiasco, you're going to go to jail for a long time, and we won't have to worry about you.
Oh, I think it's going to come out that, for the most part, that was your gasoline.
It wasn't my gasoline.
Well, yeah.
I had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Where were you that night, though, right? Because you might have lit it on fire.
I was uptown at a bar.
So no one would have seen you there.
There was all kinds of people there.
Yeah, but they probably don't remember because you have a forgettable face. So it's going to look like you did it. So you better watch your step, okay? Because you're on thin ice. You're going to be charged with burning stuff to the ground, not me.
Look, I didn't burn anything to the ground. I don't even have to worry about it. I have nothing to be exonerated for, so I don't even have to worry about being exonerated.
I'm not talking about whatever you said. Okay? I'm talking about getting arrested and going to jail through your birthday. And that's going to happen to you.
No, you're going to... If any of us is going to jail, it's going to be you.
Well, there's not going to be...
And it should be for the attempted murder of Rick Gold.
Well, I didn't...
For some reason, this cop doesn't understand what attempted murder means.
I attempted, to hide his what I thought was dead body. That's just a nice, polite thing to do.
That is also illegal. That is a much bigger crime than this whole gasoline thing.
Hiding a body. You can't hide a body.
No.
Well, okay, so what if the family members have to find out that their family members died? Wouldn't it be better if they just didn't know?
No, they should know.
Well, I guess we just come, from different schools of thought on that matter.
No, Adam, you are acting like a crazy person.
So it's crazy, you're saying, to try to hide someone who you're pretty sure is dead and then go on living their lives.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but it gives comfort to the family.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it could have.
Did you go see his family? Did you try comforting his family?
I sent out emails to everyone on his list and said all the time, I'm fine, enjoying my vacation, probably not coming back, Rick.
Yeah, and what if when they sent you messages back asking for an explanation on why or how?
Into the trash. Those messages went into the trash.
Well, that just leaves them more worried. Like, that's worse.
Okay, but, I also, I didn't do this, but I was going to Photoshop some pictures of him, so it looked like he was on the beach.
How would you like it if I just trashed every email? Well, I do send every email you send me to the trash. I never read any of them.
Yeah, I feel fine about that because I stopped sending you emails, years ago.
What about the one you sent me last week?
They're all auto-sending, okay? You're on you're on my mailing list, but I don't specifically type out an email where I said, oh, this should go to James. I don't think that way. I don't put your name on it.
It was very specific.
What did it say?
It said some things.
Yeah, see, it's okay.
Very specific things.
Sometimes my phone, it dials things when it's in my pocket. Maybe I sent you an email that way.
Sometimes your phone drunk emails me at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's
asking
because,
what sort of beer I have in my fridge.
It's because I sit on the phone? Oh, well, no, okay, yeah, that does sound like me.
Yeah.
All right, so I do that, whatever. How would you said that you're putting my mail straight in your trash, okay? But now you have just admitted live on air that technically you've been reading it.
You put it in the subject line. I saw the subject before I'd even seen that it was you. I thought maybe it was Jason.
Well, you're reading the subject lines, okay?
Because I read Jason's emails.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll just guess Jason's password, and then all my emails that I need to get beer from your fridge, they're going to come from Jason's
passwords. He's one of those computer nerds with a big, long letter password.
It's probably
7Q5.
People don't like me
X3,
much. 3 is probably his password.
Tilde.
I think you're giving him too much credit. You're giving him too much credit. All right, you know what? If we're getting to do our regular radio show here like we normally do.
Yeah, well, he's not here, so we might as well do something.
Are you prepared with a news headline? Because it's time for the news. And I got a good one.
I've got something, I guess. Yeah.
Cue up the news theme. So until the news theme...
New intrigue, action, world, local people, people's story, excitement, pride, import, politics, weather, education, local fires.
With your host, me, James Obi.
Okay, so yeah, it's not really news.
Well, then it doesn't count. Let's move on. I'll do mine.
It's more of a cultural oddity. Adam, do you remember the cartoon from when we were kids about the family of bears? And there was the father bear with the straw hat and the overalls, and there was the mama bear and the 3 little bears, and they were like a family.
Are you talking about Full House?
No, I'm not talking about Full House.
No, I don't remember it. Go on.
Do you remember the Berenstain Bears?
Yeah, they sound familiar. My parents made me read those books when I got in trouble when I was a kid.
Well, how do you spell it?
How do I spell what?
The Berenstain Bears.
Well, first is the word. I'm not going to just. It's going to take. It's okay. It's going to take a lot of time if I do it letter by letter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break it down. So the first, part of it is the word bear, however that's spelled. Okay, I don't want to. That's in there. Then there's an N. Okay, and then it's like the end part of Frankenstein. Bear and Stein.
Yeah, that's not how it's spelled at all. It's Berenstain.
Yeah, whatever. You can say it a different way if you have a different accent.
No, it's not spelled like Stein. It's spelled like Stain.
Okay, that's fine, I guess. I'm not taking a spelling bee here, all right?
Why do I even bring this stuff up? The fact that some people remember this as Berenstain and some people remember it as Bernstein. Does that sound familiar? The Bernstein Bears?
Yeah, that's what they're called. What are you saying?
Yeah, the Berenstain.
Yeah, I think they're different. They're different bears.
No, some people remember Bernstein Bears and how it's spelled and written on all their childhood books, and some people remember it being Berenstain. However, Berenstain is what we find on the books. So
maybe you were reading a different book. Are people sure which book they were talking about?
No, they're starting to believe that this is proof of some sort of temporal rift, and there's some sort of thank you for backing up outside the window and interfering with our radio show.
It wasn't a very good radio show. Nobody even knows what you're talking about.
I'm
Temporal
talking-
rifts. Are you trying to explain that you're from a different dimension finally once and for
There
all?
is. It's proof of a parallel universe.
And that's where your family comes from.
Where there's been a split somewhere. I think you come from some other parallel universe.
That's what you're just taking my words, okay? That was my burn on you, and you just used it
No,
back
I
up
think
at
you
me.
come from somewhere in between two multiple parallel universes.
Yep.
Somewhere far stranger than another parallel universe.
That's fine, okay? Because you're wrong. And I come from a parallel universe where the manatee is good, solid news. Now, that's what we should read.
It would
not
have
what-
to be a parallel universe.
Well, Premier... Okay, first of all, sorry, this is from the manatee.net, all right? And it was written by Zach... Zach... What does this say? Spell that out. Or pronounce it.
Kurilik?
He wrote this article. Premier Brian Gallant has proposed a simple solution to the problem of New Brunswick's buying alcohol in Quebec. And remember, I think I brought this up last week, but now they're going to build a wall.
They're going to build a wall
China style.
between New Brunswick and Quebec. We're part of the same country.
Yep.
We're allowed to legally cross into Quebec.
Well, not with beer, though. So now, to make sure you don't have any beer, they're going to put a small hole in this wall, and you can go through it, but people are going to be there to see how much beer you've got. And if it's too much, instant fine.
What if you go through with a car, and inside your car you have hidden beer?
They're going to look through all the cars?
Every car that drives through the New Brunswick
I
Quebec
assume
border.
so, okay? I didn't read the whole article. It's either that or
Well,
we're just not allowed
then-
to cross. Which would you like?
I would like you not to use manatee articles anymore. Maybe get some real news.
This looks pretty legitimate to me.
Yeah, it
They have a
looks
picture.
legitimate.
Look, they've
but
already
it's
started to build the wall. Here's a
not.
big chunk of it. You can see it in a photo.
Adam, that's a picture of Mexico.
How can you tell?
There's
All
a
you can
cactus.
We have cactuses.
No, we don't have cactuses. That's a desert.
Maybe.
That's clearly the New Mexico
maybe what's
border.
going on here is actually this part is someone's backyard who used to live in Mexico, and he's just trying to do it up the same.
No,
Well, it could be.
clearly not what's going on.
I'll bet if I read this article that it would say that in there, and that's what the picture is.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. They're not building a wall between Quebec and New Brunswick.
Well,
it's
I
just
hope
plain
not.
going to happen.
I hope not, but just in case, can you drive me to Quebec soon so that we can take advantage for the last
I
time?
can get you a bus ticket to Quebec.
Nope. I don't
Yeah,
like.
I'll
know
put
how
you
I feel
right
about
on the
buses.
bus.
You know how I feel about buses.
Well, it's the easiest way to get you to Quebec.
Who am I going to talk to on a bus?
Whoever sits on the seat next to you. Or in front of you. Or the driver. I don't care.
I'm not happy with any of this.
I would be. Jason can go on the bus with you.
No deal. Unless Jason wants to drive and keep his mouth shut and I can sleep in the back, then maybe we can arrange something. But I need to drive to Quebec. All right, let's move on.
I'm
I'll
not
find a drive
driving.
to Quebec on my own, or I'll
Alright,
take
good.
your car.
No, that's not happening.
Well, I've already got the keys.
Not anymore.
No, I took them and you weren't looking. And I hid them on you. So,
Adam, I
think-
hate you so much.
well, I think I heard Detective Brownlee come in. I'm pretty sure I heard him come through the door there.
Yeah, I definitely hear bumbling.
Yep. So we're about to get into the real reason of the show. This is how
I can't let you out on a day pass and have you run off with my car, okay?
You took his cop car?
Well, he said I could. He's leaving that part out of the story.
That doesn't sound like what he just said.
It's a good thing you decided to just come here anyway, because then at least I could find you. Alright, look, gotta center myself, hang on. It was a hot day. Hot and sticky. Hot and sticky and gooey. And foggy. And as I rolled into the radio station, I felt a deep sense that there was something very rotten with this city. And I was going to find out what that smell was.
What's he talking about?
I
What do
think
you...
it's you. I think it's you he's talking about. Let's see what this is
Adam,
going.
if anything smells bad here, it's you.
Alright, we're going to get to the bottom of this situation, okay? We're going to shed some light on the situation. We're going to dust out the closet, so to speak, alright?
Thank God.
Now, I think there's still some confusion as to whether this Richard Silver guy is dead or not.
Rick Gold.
Rick Gold.
He's not
And
dead.
he's not dead
Okay.
Adam thought he was dead and then wrapped him up in a blanket and threw him off a bridge with the intent of hiding his dead body.
Okay, so he's the guy that was in the basement that crawled out of the river, right?
That was
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
So,
He was okay with me doing that. He told me when I was,
No,
he gave me
he
consent to throw
wasn't.
him off a bridge in the event of his possibly being dead.
no, he didn't.
Write that down.
Okay, just a second. So he's the head honcho. The big cheese.
Rick Gold.
Yeah, he
The
was
whole
Adam's
enchilada.
boss.
The entire taco salad.
We give him all of those, we say all that about him.
Yeah, he has all the clams.
Right.
Yeah.
Clams. God, I missed that one. Man, I'm hungry. Jeez. All right, look, so if he's in charge, what do you do?
Not much.
I quit. I don't work for the show anymore.
See?
So what'd you even call me for then?
I didn't. You called me.
Well, I could book you for obstruction of justice or something.
I'm not
Thank you.
obstructing. I'm helping.
Well, you
Imagine
called me
that
about a
in my
murder,
office.
and I don't think this guy, this Robert Platinum guy or whatever his name is, I don't think he's even really dead. I
It
mean,
wasn't Robert Plant. It had nothing to do with Led Zeppelin. It was Rick Gold.
jeez, so close. Well, I think I saw him blink once. He might even have been breathing.
He was definitely still alive.
He
That
was
should be noted.
alive.
Well, okay then. I knew these guys would definitely fall for something, so I decided it was time to try the old bait and switch. Get a confession right from the horse's mouth.
Think he's talking to you?
Mr. Landry. Can I call you Mr. Landry?
Well, if I get a whole, if we can take some time, I can come up
Yes,
with
you
something
can call
cooler
him
for you to
Mr.
call
Landry.
me.
All right. Maybe. What about Curly? Can I call you Curly?
Yes.
You look like a Curly.
I feel like that's a downgrade from Landry. Let's stick with Landry.
No,
or
Curly.
Joe. We'll call you Joe.
Okay,
Joey?
sure.
Joseph? Okay.
Just pick a short one.
All right,
Pick a
Curly.
short name.
Where were you on the night of August the 33rd?
There is no 33rd of
No,
August.
there was this year. Remember?
No, there
No.
wasn't.
I was at James's house.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was taking pictures of him.
You were James, right?
That's James.
Okay, just
I
a
don't
second.
know. I don't know where he was. I don't know what James he was taking pictures of.
It was this one.
So you don't remember.
He
That's
doesn't-
interesting.
You should keep in mind when you talk to him and ask him these questions. He doesn't remember anything, much at all.
Well, I got that impression when he phoned me and said somebody was dead, but there was nobody dead. There was at first, but
We
then he
thought
wasn't.
he was dead. He was missing.
He's a bad detective too, so you shouldn't take his word for it. I've been doing some quality detective work.
Hey, I know bad detectives.
Yeah, you just look in the mirror every day, don't you?
Well, usually. I mean, depends if I want to shave or not. All right, look. Well, you may not have committed murder, and you might or
you.
might not have stolen a cell phone, and what else was there? You could have impersonated this Mr. some precious metal or something or other, but
Yes.
I
was
do
allowed
have
to do that.
I do have
No,
your
you
confession.
weren't allowed to do that.
Well, was he or what? I don't know.
You have a confession, but you know what James does? He won't admit it, but he can do a good impersonation of me.
No, I can't.
Well, he can, and he'll stand there and talk like me and record it, and then he'll say that I did those things.
Well,
You
did
did
them.
those things.
See, that's just what I'm talking about. But he
So-
does it in my voice.
Was he impersonating you yesterday on the bridge?
No.
Constant.
No.
Constant.
What about that Steve guy that I saw?
He's impersonated me from time to time too, so it might have been him that did all this.
Now, he's the one who you said he has the same last name as you, right?
Yes, Steve is my idiot brother.
So it's even spelled the same way. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, my idiot police officer.
I think
Are-
Steve
yeah.
has a different name with a different last name. It's
Well, you
No.
don't look like brothers.
It's close, but it's not quite the same. I think he has an extra.
I have
H
better
in there.
hair than he does.
Well, he said something about a V.
Yeah, there's a V
There was
right
a V
in the
there
middle.
somewhere.
Yeah,
In Steve or in Hovey? I can't remember which, man.
there's a V in both Steve and Hovey.
Oh, come on.
You're not. You're allowed to have more than one V in your name.
My
though.
brain
It's not that big
hurts.
deal.
Now, you're sure you guys had the same mother?
Yeah.
You know, maybe his mother always wore shiny jackets, and
No,
maybe your mother
same
was
mother.
fat and had a beard or something.
Same mother.
Okay.
My entire life.
Uh-huh.
But she kind of does have both those qualities, and they've been divided. So she has the shiny jacket and the beard.
Did you have a phone number?
Are you interested in my mother?
All right, look. All right. I got your confession for carrying gasoline in a plastic bag in a box that was
Yeah, but
marked gas.
let me ask you this, okay? What's more illegal? To carry the gas in a box or to wantingly set it on fire around people's stuff that
Well,
they
who did
count
that?
on existing the next day?
That is also something Adam did.
Oh.
No, that was probably James. It definitely wasn't me.
I
It
wasn't
might have
even
been-
there.
It might have been James. It might have been Steve. It might have been Tim. It might have been Rick Gold, or one of Rick Gold's many friends who were there.
I can't charge him for two things at once. That's too confusing. Look,
you-
I'm charging
yes, you can.
I'm charging you with carrying gasoline in an unsafe container because I don't care if it had gas written on it in magic marker. That's just more flammable. Okay,
fine. What are the charges for that?
Well, no, I'm going to charge you with that. I'm going to charge you with defamation of character.
Okay, but before I decide what you... I've made the whole list, okay? I would be remiss, right, if we didn't get to do this list, okay?
I can only do one charge at a time.
Well, just...
Remiss? That's kind of a
consider
big
these.
word for you.
We can pick which one of these
Give it
is
here.
the worst charge. So first of
Come on.
all, he's been going through people's garbage. I've seen him, and I
What?
have pictures.
When?
You know,
garbage.
all the time. You did it on the way in here. You said, oh, look at that dumpster. And then you disappeared for a few minutes, and I know that's what you were doing. He's been
No, I
obstructing justice.
went
You
over
said
behind the
that.
dumpster to
He
go
did
smoke.
obstructing justice. You did that just earlier.
Did I say that?
Well,
I did say that.
You did that.
I
Was
did.
fun.
What justice was I obstructing?
I don't remember that part, but you did it.
Well,
You
then that's
also-
not proof.
You got a car, right?
I have a car, yeah.
How
Uh-huh.
many people have you run over with it?
None.
Well, he says none.
Are you sure?
Never. I've never run anybody over.
He ran me over.
I want to run you
Yeah,
over,
well, you did it
but
that
I've
time.
never successfully done it.
He runs over little kids all the time.
I've never run over a little kid.
Well, there's kids on my street, and they're getting run over all the time.
You know, he's
By
right. There were
you.
kids there all day yesterday. All day.
And he's coming and going. He's just...
You
runs
ran
them
over somebody in your mother's car last week.
Yeah, well, you know what else he's been doing is he's been going around and pooping on people's lawns, and then he just
What?
leaves it there. He does it. Yep. He poops on the lawn, and he doesn't even clean it up.
That's disgusting.
I've never done that in my
He
life.
brings the
God.
bag with him and everything, but he just keeps on going.
Jeez. Oh, hang on.
Why would I bring the... Why wouldn't I just poop at my own house?
That's the question.
We have
we
one
are
and a
all
half
asking.
baths.
Jeez.
I have 1.5 baths. If someone is in the bathroom, I can just go to the other one.
I think you're just doing it out of spite.
It's
And
getting
then
too much
why would I take the
information,
bag?
guys. Too much. Too much. Hang on, my phone's buzzing. Just a sec. Yep. Okay, listen, I gotta go. The chief's got me investigating a new case. It sounds like somebody's complaining about the reversing falls is killing fish and birds or something. So, here it is. Curly, you are getting charged with unsafe transportation. Beard guy, you're getting charged with running over little kids, and it's a fine of $200 for each of you. All right? So
It's
you better
only-
get yourself a good lawyer, because that's a stiff fine.
Well, you
It's
know what?
only a fine of $200 for running over children?
Well, that's what it says here.
All right, fine.
know.
Just write me the ticket. I'll
I'm
go
the one
pay
who
it
went to
next
cop
week.
school.
I like these results. Okay, I'm okay with that because my mom said if I got
Yeah.
in trouble with the police, she would pay up to $200
Well, there you
to
go.
get me out.
You better pay up.
But the only chance James has is if we sell some Rick Gold products.
Well, I guess you better get on.
I'm not selling any Rick Gold
Well,
products.
me and Rick came up with a new catalog last night because he's fresh out of his big
Well,
survival
yeah, I
expedition.
still
He doesn't
don't
fully
work for
remember.
Rick Gold.
Well, you can at least help, okay?
I don't have to help.
No, you don't have to. But if you're not going to help, you do have to leave.
In fact, I'm probably not going to help, but I'm
No,
definitely
actually,
not
I
leaving.
have to leave.
Can we arrest him for one of these things he's not helping with?
I don't know. I think I already did.
Why don't you stick around so maybe you can arrest Adam for trying to sell some of these products that are probably illegal?
Okay, let's just get to the products.
Be
And
two
then,
charges at once, man.
let's just get to the products. Run the Rick Gold theme song. Rick Gold catalog theme song.
He has his own theme song.
Everybody on the show, everything that we do.
Yeah.
has its own
There's
theme
a lot
song.
of theme songs.
Well, where's my
It's,
theme song?
Well, you're a one-off, okay? So if
Yeah,
you
you're
had
a
your own-
one-off.
If you had brought a theme song, we would have played.
We
it.
would have played it, yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, if you don't pay your fine, then I'll be back with my own theme song.
Okay.
Unique things around the house that you can't find because they make no sense. Well, they make sense, and we sell them from Rick Gold's catalog.
All right. How about you do the honors since James is usually so, he's going to nitpick these. You pick
Yep.
which one out of the list here and off the Rick Gold catalog website.
All right.
Which one do you want to hear about?
Okay. This is the dead guy, though, right?
Yeah, well, it's,
He's
these
not
are his,
dead.
these are his products.
Well-
These are the products that saved
Okay.
his
Oh, I
life.
wish
then-
I had to let him stay dead.
In that case, we should probably read about the survival hammer because he survived. That might be kind of important.
See, this came from a saying that I heard. You ever hear the saying, right?
No.
If you only have a hammer, right? all of your problems look like nails. So wouldn't it be great if you had a hammer and you just had nails to deal with and you're out in the woods, you know?
That's not what that means.
You could hammer, animals if you needed to eat them. You could hammer a fire going.
You can't hammer a fire going.
You probably could.
You might be able to kill an animal with a hammer.
Does it come with
But you're
nails?
not starting a fire.
We're going to throw in some nails, okay? We didn't mention that. It's a limited time offer. You buy it now, and we will throw in a free handful of different sizes of nails.
Okay.
That sounds pretty useless.
And, the back of it's got one of those hook-type things, so you can kind of chop pieces of wood down with it.
Oh, that sounds handy.
Yeah.
It's just a hammer.
It's a survival hammer. It's also got a really, really good grip. You will never drop it, even if you want to.
Oh, man, I drop things all the time. That would be nice to have.
$40.
I dropped my gun the other day, and I can't even find the thing. I
Will
thought
you
it was
buy
in my
one of
car
these
somewhere.
hammers for $40?
Don't know what happened to it.
Oh, yeah, I'd buy a hammer for $40, sure.
See, James? And that's how you do it.
Over
That's how it's done.
price.
An undroppable hammer? Are you kidding me? That's the best thing ever.
And guess whose fine that's going towards? Not James's, because he didn't help. Pick another one. Pick another product.
All right, the everlasting sandwich.
This one's great. It's kind of like, you can just... It's a sandwich, but it won't go bad.
What?
You can just put it in your backpack, and if you don't even find it for months, it's still pretty good.
What's it
No
made out of?
way.
It's a top secret sandwich.
Is it plastic and styrofoam, or?
There's all kinds of different technologies that have been involved in the creation of the everlasting sandwich, but they are all,
Does
you
it have
can't
any
tell
sort
them.
of nutritious value?
That doesn't sound very good.
Well, it doesn't taste good, but you will not die if you eat it. And
I
you'll
don't believe
survive
that.
a little longer.
I don't believe that.
I'm not sure that's legal.
It's probably
it's not
not.
illegal. It's not illegal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's one of
well,
those,
that's all right then.
It's one of those gray area sandwiches.
Yeah.
But it might be illegal.
As
It
in, it
won't-
might make you ill.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I got that.
It won't though. It won't. It won't make you
okay.
very.
No, that's how you spell illegal. Is illegal,
right.
not illegal.
What's the next one? What's the next one?
The
Move
next
on.
one. What's the
Move on.
next one? The
the
baby
worst cop
bear whistle.
So this is a good one, right? If you're hunting, what is the number one easiest thing to hunt in the woods?
Rabbit.
Baby bears.
Partridge.
Baby bears.
Baby bears?
Well, think about them.
You're not allowed to hunt baby bears.
Not allowed to, but if you have to,
Well, what if you have a hammer?
that'll help.
I don't think you can kill a
and I
baby
don't think
bear
it
with a
counts as
hammer.
hunting if you kill it with a hammer.
Yes, that makes it even more illegal.
Maybe if you eat it after you kill it with a hammer, then it's more like
Yeah, as long as you don't take it out of the woods, you can do what you want with it.
Okay.
No, I don't think that's how it works.
Anyways,
You're a
this-
cop.
You blow
You
this
should
whistle.
know these things.
You blow this whistle and the baby
Sorry, I
bears
forgot
come
to write it
running,
down.
and you're just hiding behind a tree with your safety hammer, and you just whack them as they go by.
See?
Dinner for 4 days from one baby bear.
Oh, man.
No,
You
that's
see how fat those
but
things are,
what
James?
happens when Mama Bear comes?
What do you mean?
Well, baby bears are never too far away from Mama Bear.
Well, this whistle is to try to get them further away.
I don't think so. That you just said it attract the baby bear.
Yeah, it attracts them, but it fools the mother, I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, that's not how that works.
But we're going to come out with another whistle that's going to fix that problem. In the meantime, kill the bear and run.
Survival.
So now you're just
rough
calling the bear to kill it and then run away. You're not even
Hey,
going to
this
eat
is a
it.
dog-eat-dog world, okay? You can't just stand there and hope that something's going to run past you and not
He's
kill you.
selling a device for poaching bears.
Baby ones, though.
That makes it worse.
A lot of baby bears
You're
get
a
killed
cop.
by a lot of baby bears get killed
Like,
by their mother anyway. What if
what
we're just
are you
killing those
doing?
baby bears?
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, that sucks.
Right, next one.
Okay, next one. What does that say? P-tang?
Yeah.
P-tang.
P-tag.
Is that Is that like powdered urine?
No. It's powdered drink that you mix with your own urine. It's not great, but it's
What?
better than nothing.
That's disgusting. I mean, it's sterile.
If
I'm
you
not
had
sure I
to
could go
drink
for
your
that.
own, you got to admit this is the way to do it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't mind some cherry flavoring.
Perfect. So it's a viable product. You know what? That is the most positive you have ever been about one of these.
But I would probably just get regular Tang.
I'm going to get you some of this for your birthday, and you can try it out.
Regular tang
No.
doesn't taste good when it's mixed with pea. The cherry
How
flavor
do
would be
you
better.
know?
No reason. What other flavors have you got?
Worst cop ever.
We have like most of the different. There's watermelon.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that's the only kind because
Grape.
grape doesn't hide it as much as you think. You need it's
Plus it stains.
that's true too.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, one more.
Okay.
We have time for one
All
more.
right,
I think.
what do we got here? The Wilderness Survival Drinking Game.
This one's more for fun. If you're like, say you're stuck in the woods
There's like a theme going on here.
and you can't get out, you can't find your way out of the woods,
Yeah.
but you got some rum with you, maybe. Okay,
You have a case of rum that you
just
happen
need
to have
one
with
bottle,
you, yeah.
and then it's this drinking game is to just kind of make you have fun until you find your way out. So,
Or
like,
you die in the woods,
no, you probably not. Say though
eaten
that
by
like,
a bear in the night
there's
after you
different
blow your
cards that
bear
you-
whistle.
there's
Why do you
different
think they got
cards.
the whistle and the hammer? So you're not going to get killed by the bear, right?
Oh, I think that if you play the
Once
drinking
you have-
game, you're going to get drunk and killed by
No,
the bear.
you don't do it until you've already bent nature to your will. Okay, and then you can play the survival drinking game. And all that is basically just you get a bunch of cards, right? And the cards say like if you see a squirrel, take a shot. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
I see squirrels all the time. There's lots of squirrels in Reversing Falls.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably the dominant species aside from pigeon and seagull.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right.
That's
So
kind of
anyways,
scary. Can I use the survival hammer on a squirrel?
You can use
If
it.
you can catch it.
Yeah.
I'll take 2. I'll take 2 survival
You
hammers.
are
$80.
an
All right.
idiot.
Can you just take it off
The
my
worst
fine,
cop
okay?
ever.
Yeah, so whatever.
I got the survival hammers out in the trunk. You take that off my fine.
Sure. Well.
And I'll just get my mom to give me the $80 because she said she'd give you $200 either way. Bam! I'm in business.
Yeah, I like your mom.
I can't believe this is happening.